A distant hum of city life spilled through the windows as Maya Riley fixed herself in the mirror one last time. The sleek lines of her charcoal suit framed a body worn by years of quiet battles. 5 fingers gripping the edge of the desk, 2 sharp, alert eyes reflecting both hope and guarded fear. Beside her, Zara, a purple-skinned alien whose presence was as steady as the stars, watched with gentle encouragement. "You're ready," she said softly, her 2 arms crossed calmly, a reassuring smile playing on her lips. Maya took a deep breath and stepped out into the labyrinthine hallways of Zenith Industries, nerves fluttering beneath her calm exterior. The promise of this job meant more than income. It meant a chance to rewrite her story, to emerge from shadows that clung like second skin. Then she met Ethan Cross, calm, calculating, but with a gaze that pierced as if reading the deepest chapters of her soul. The CEO barely glanced up from his tablet as he motioned her to a seat in the expansive glass-walled office, high above the city. "Maya Riley," he began, voice cool but with an undercurrent of curiosity. "Your resume is impressive, but what interests me is what you haven't said. What stories does your work conceal?" Maya's heart jolted. How could he know? A slow smile curved her lips, careful and cautious. Maybe some things are better revealed in time. Their conversation wove between sharp assessments and subtle challenges, the dance of power layered with unspoken understanding. When Ethan's hand brushed briefly over the table toward her fingers, just a fleeting touch, it sent a tremor through Maya, breaking the fragile walls built from years of solitude. Later, as she left the towering building, Zara's voice calmed her racing thoughts. "Don't forget, sometimes what feels like danger is the path to what you've been searching for." And beneath the glittering skyline, Maya knew this was just the beginning of a story that would stretch beyond the sterile walls of Zenith. Would you like part 2 next, focusing on Maya's deeper interactions with Ethan and Zara's supportive presence? Layers of power. The city lights flickered far below as Maya sat in Ethan's sleek office, the air thick with unspoken tension. Ethan's piercing gaze studied her every move as if trying to unlock secrets she guarded fiercely. His presence was overwhelming, magnetic, a man who bore the weight of countless battles beneath his calm exterior. Zara, standing quietly by the window, radiated her unique purple glow, a silent reminder for Maya to hold on to her strength. "Trust your instincts," she whispered when Ethan's eyes briefly met hers. Through the hours of questions and quiet moments, Ethan revealed cracks beneath his polished facade, subtle shakes in his voice, flickers of vulnerability behind his commanding gaze. Maya felt for the first time that beneath this empire builder was a man haunted by ghosts she hadn't yet named. When Ethan's hand brushed hers briefly over a sleek tablet screen, a jolt sparked through her. It was a fleeting touch, but enough to break through the barriers of history, pain, and solitude they both carried. The power in his grip softened for a heartbeat, hinting at a desire for something more real and raw. Silent confessions. The city stretched glittering beneath the night sky as Maya found herself lingering late in Ethan's office, where cold steel met soft vulnerability. After long hours of intense scrutiny and unspoken challenges, a fragile connection began to flicker between them. Ethan, usually reserved and controlled, surprised Maya with quiet honesty. "I built Zenith to protect myself," he confessed, his voice a low murmur carried by the hum of the city below. "But sometimes the walls become prisons." Maya's response was soft, heartfelt, a gentle invitation to break through the silence. "We all carry scars. Sometimes it's only by letting someone see them that we begin to heal." Their eyes locked and the space between them shrank. A tentative touch, Ethan's fingers lightly grazing Maya's hand, sent a warmth that shattered years of guarded solitude. The moment was electric yet delicate, a safe harbor amid their storms. Zara, the purple-skinned alien watching from a distance, sensed the shift. Her 2 eyes reflected quiet encouragement as she silently reminded Maya of the strength and vulnerability. In the silence that followed, each whispered word and lingering look built a fragile bridge, a secret confession of hearts opening for the first time in years, fractured pasts. The pressure mounted beneath the sleek glass walls of Zenith Industries, where success was measured in power and secrecy. An unexpected threat from a rival company rocked the foundation of Ethan's empire, stirring old wounds that neither he nor Maya could ignore. Maya found herself caught in the crossfire, not just of corporate warfare, but of shadows from her own past. tangled with Ethan's haunting memories. Late one evening, as rain hammered the windows, the tension between them erupted. "Why don't you trust me?" Ethan's voice was low, but edged with frustration. "When I need you the most?" Maya met his gaze, her own eyes shimmering with hurt. "Because you hold back. You let the past decide our future." The rawness between them was fragile yet fierce, a collision of love, fear, and lingering pain. Slowly, Ethan revealed the scars beneath his success: betrayals, lost friendships, and a heartbreak so deep it shaped his every move. Maya, with trembling fingers, shared her story too, of survival, of battles fought in silence, and a past she'd hidden beneath layers of strength. "We're both broken," she whispered, "but maybe together we can heal." Their shared confessions became a turning point, a fragile truce in their battle with external enemies and internal demons. In the quiet that followed, their lips met, fierce and desperate, sealing an unspoken vow to face the coming storms united. Hope in the dawn morning light filtered gently through the towering windows of Zenith Industries, casting soft shadows across the quiet room where Maya and Ethan sat side by side. The battles of the night before, the betrayals, fears, and fractured trust, felt distant now, replaced by a fragile peace born from honest hearts. Maya reached out, her fingers brushing against Ethan's, the familiar warmth grounding them both. He squeezed her hand, his piercing blue eyes holding vulnerability rarely seen by the outside world. "We have scars," he said softly, "but they've made us stronger." She smiled, the weight of years pressing on her shoulders, lifting just enough to let hope bloom. "Our story isn't about brokenness," Maya whispered. "It's about survival and choosing love." Nearby, Zara's radiant purple skin glowed softly, a constant presence that reminded them of strength beyond human limits. Her eyes sparkled, with quiet joy, a symbol of the unusual but precious family they were building. Arya, Maya's bright-eyed daughter with her two curious eyes and boundless energy, ran laughing into the room. Ethan's face softened completely as he knelt to greet her, his arms opening wide. In that moment, the past's shadows melted away, replaced by a promise of a future filled with warmth and belonging. Their journey had been fraught with pain and secrets, but now, standing at the dawn of a new chapter, Maya and Ethan embraced hope, ready to face whatever storms might come, hand in hand, heart to heart. The first light of dawn spilled gently across the city skyline, casting a soft glow over the quiet office of Zenith Industries. The events of the past weeks, the secrets revealed, the fragile confessions, the battles fought both inside the boardrooms and within their hearts, felt like distant echoes beneath the tender stillness of this new day. Maya sat beside Ethan in comfortable silence, their fingers entwined like roots drawing strength from one another. The healing journey they had embarked on was far from over, but the barriers they once built so carefully now lay cracked, letting in the possibility of love and trust. "We carry scars," Ethan said softly, his gaze steady yet gentle as it rested on Maya's face. "But those scars make us who we are. Not broken, but beautifully resilient." Maya smiled, her heart swelling with a peace she'd never quite known before. "Our story isn't about what we've lost," she whispered, her fingers tracing the lines etched on Ethan's palm. "It's about what we've chosen to hold on to: hope, love, and the courage to start again." Nearby, Zara's radiant purple skin shimmered subtly in the morning light, her two arms crossed in quiet support, a silent guardian of their fragile happiness. She watched Arya, Maya's bright-eyed daughter, whose laughter scattered like silver bells through the room, filling every corner with the lightness of new beginnings. Ethan's face softened completely as he knelt beside Arya, opening his arms to her with an ease born of acceptance and longing. Holding her close, he whispered promises of protection and love, a man transformed by the family he had long yearned for. Their past wounds still whispered threats in hidden corners, and challenges awaited beyond the horizon. But for now, in this gentle dawn, they breathed deeply of freedom and trust, an imperfect but genuine love that bound them closer than any empire could. As they stood together by the window, fingers interlaced and hearts aligned, Maya and Ethan embraced the truth of their imperfect journey. It was a story of survival, of scars worn not as shame but as badges of strength, and of a love reborn amid the ruins. The future gleamed bright and uncertain, but together they were ready, hand in hand, united by hope.